Life is a journey, and during this journey, there will undoubtedly be highs and lows, difficulties and challenges, uncertainties and mistakes. What truly matters, however, is remembering that we have to see this journey through in order to fulfill our dreams and realize our aspirations. Life isn't just about following some predetermined path into a fate that we have no control over, but instead forging a path of our own making for ourselves. There is an incredibly effective concept that we can bring into our lives in order to achieve our true potential, and that is by striving to be better by just 1% every day. This is the art of continuous improvement through which we can learn to flourish and thrive and become the most authentic and fulfilled versions of ourselves. If you're as passionate about being inspired and sharing inspiration as we are, then please subscribe to this channel for an endless source of insights, explorations, and discussions. Everyone has experienced this scenario at some point in their lives. We're suddenly inspired by some random event or revelation to completely change our circumstances, but in a matter of weeks or even days, the burning flame of determination and enthusiasm flickers and splutters to a disappointing end. For some time, we resume our usual routines until the second phase of inspiration comes and goes, and then the third, the fourth, and so on. It becomes a fruitless endeavor, and as the months and years go by, we've barely introduced any meaningful change into our lives. Attempting any radical and drastic transformation will ultimately end in failure. Personal development has become a dream that is universally desired and coveted, and yet it seems impossible to attain. Worthwhile progress can only be made once we learn how to disembark from this emotional roller coaster, one which you may begin with feelings of optimism and hope, but by the end of the circuit you're left with nothing but the bitter taste of disappointment and pessimism on your tongue, only for the ride to begin again. It's for this reason that the rule of bettering oneself by 1% every day is such a revolutionary oasis, promising salvation to those who have become lost in the tumultuous and bewildering ocean of personal development. The reason why our previous efforts fail is that we try to change so much in such little time, and once the enormity of what we have assigned ourselves to dawns upon us, we quickly become discouraged and disheartened. Adopting a method of continuous improvement is a surprisingly simple solution to this long-standing and frustrating dilemma. Benjamin Franklin once said that little strokes fell great oaks. Rather than attempting to transform your life all at once, you should instead introduce small and gentle changes every day that will gradually result in the realization of your dreams and aspirations. At the beginning, 1% may not seem to be much, and there's every chance that achieving the initial percentage points isn't necessarily going to make much of a difference at first. However, the effects of these changes will start to accumulate and compound one another over time. Change is never easy, and to be wary or exhausted by change is an intrinsic aspect of human nature. It is for this reason that mastering the art of continuous improvement and bettering yourself by 1% every day completely mitigates the challenges associated with trying to do too much at once. Something that was once a singular and intimidating ravine separating you from your dreams instead becomes a series of stepping stones you can take one at a time in order to reach the other side. Moving an entire mountain is impossible, but not if you break the mountain into the rocks that it's constructed from. Over time, the influence of this continuous improvement will become increasingly powerful. Each stepping stone that you land on and mountain rock that you move will become a success and a reason for celebration in its own right. With this positive reinforcement, you'll be encouraged to go further and further, and as the momentum begins to build, you'll realize that you can take increasingly bigger actions that would have intimidated you at the beginning of your journey. With this approach, it is the means that truly matter rather than the end. Throughout your journey, you'll realize that the insights and lessons you learn along the way are worth so much more than the ambition or goal you were originally aspiring to. By continuously searching for ways to flourish and thrive, you'll be capable of achieving whatever you want in life, just by improving yourself by 1% every day. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more content that is truly inspiring, informative, and relevant.